So yeah. Hello and welcome everyone here today to Beaufort GAA, where we would like to thank everyone who supported this fundraiser from at home here and abroad, and we'd like to welcome you all. And today we're going to go through the draw itself, what we're fundraising for the club here, and we're going to take you from all the way through how the process is going to be done and why it's being done, and then we're going to be talking about what the prizes are going to be. So today I'm going to talk to Morris Foley here, who's the vice chairman of the club, and Morris is going to go through why the fundraiser was done and what's going to be done in the future.
Yeah, thanks Fiona. Yeah, our idea was from day one we were always cut for room here and for places to train, more especially for our underage. We were late starting in the springtime because our senior team used to train above in our juvenile pitch, and there was a lot of damage being done to it, so the younger crowd couldn't go on it until about March or April, so they were late starting back training. So we decided then the only way to go, as you can't find land in Beaufort, so we decided the only way to go was to do an all-weather pitch that we'd be able to train 365 days of the year. So a gang of us sat down and we decided to fundraise, and between the capital grant and all, we decided that to be the only way to go.
Yeah.
So we undertook then as a big fundraiser then with the car, and like the generosity of the people of the parish and outside of the parish has been something else. So we were very lucky, and we had a good team. We had a good team of sellers and organisers. So yeah, that's what it was about.
That's good, and I suppose especially for the future of the club, from the underage coming up, it's always very important to have somewhere to train, especially in these weather conditions when it's hard to get pitches. I think that's going to be something that will be very important in the future.
Going forward, I see it as a major benefit.
Yeah, that's
a major benefit.
Yeah, and I suppose for the support and everything that we've got has been huge. Yeah.
No, it has been unreal now, and as I say, people have been very, very generous. So now we've been very lucky.
Yeah, exactly. So our next step is we're going to go in here and we're going to show how the process is being done, and we're going to show all the tickets that have been sold as well. So here we have all the tickets that have been sold. We sold over 5,000 tickets from home here and abroad as well, and we'd also like just to keep reiterating the point, and we just thank everyone for the support for all the tickets that were sold. So here we have the tickets that were all sold. There's over 5,000 tickets, and then here we have the number of each ticket that was sold, and each number one of these is going to be going into the drum here. And then once it's pulled out of the drum, Gillian has on the spreadsheet here the numbers, and so once the number is pulled out, the number is going to be found on the spreadsheet, and we're going to find out who is the winner of all the prizes. So that's the way that it's going to go. And here today as well we have a very special guest. We have Garda Deirdre Quinn, so she's our supervisor, just to make sure that everything has been done correctly. And welcome Deirdre, and thank you very much for coming. Have you seen over everything here today, and is it all going to be done correctly?
Oh, it is fantastic. The setup is unbelievable. You wouldn't believe it, what's going on here behind the scenes, you know, but it's a fantastic cause. It is great for the community. Yeah,
and would you be involved yourself in GAA, or would you know anything about the clubs around the place or anything like that?
I'm not the best, no, I have to say. I'm a city girl. I'm from Limerick City originally. So and I suppose, you know what, in recent years Limerick haven't done too bad either, like, but no, so I'm totally neutral, so I am.
Yeah, and a controversial question, are you in the draw yourself, or are you going to win the car?
I'm not personally in the draw myself, no. And I'm the unluckiest person I know, so there's no chance my ticket's going to get flipped.
That's alright, once everything is done correctly, you're happy anyway that everything is done correctly?
100%,
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, so today as well, we have a number of prizes. So the number one prize is obviously the car that we are selling. The second prize is going to be €1,000 in cash. Then the third prize is €500, and then the prizes after that there's €250 in cash as well. So now we're going to talk to our club chairman, Neely Doherty. No, so Neely, would you like to talk us through the whole process and why it's done? And as we can see here, the facilities that are behind us.
Facilities are fantastic, of course. You're looking at what Beckley Weeks, and I think you couldn't find a better pitch in the county. But I suppose, look, Morris has gone through a lot of the work that has been done already. So, like, I suppose what I would like to say is that I would like to thank the people that bought the tickets, both in Beaufort and throughout the county, and I suppose our fantastic band of sellers. And I think you know, there was a subcommittee set up there under the chairmanship of Frank Coffey, and you had the committee members there on that. You had Margaret Sullivan, and you had Aidan O'Hagan, you had Mikey Sullivan, and our secretary, of course, Bridget. I mean, I don't think anything in the club would go on without Bridget, in fairness. I think she's been a fantastic secretary, certainly back over the years, and I mean, I think I think we wouldn't survive without Bridget, to be quite honest about it. But look, I think it's going to be a fantastic amenity for the club out there, and especially for young people. And I think, as Morris has already mentioned, that for the springtime, for the early springtime training, is going to be a great advantage, and not only for the seniors but for the underage players, because with the way the springs are coming, with all the rain we get, I think it's going to be marvellous, to be honest about it. And it's something that the club can be proud of, and that all club members can be proud of. And I know there was a lot of work in it, and a lot of work went into planning it, I suppose, initially. And I suppose we were lucky that we got a good sports capital grant, and the fundraising has been fantastic. And again, as I said, I just want to thank the people that went out and bought the tickets, the people that sold them, people that bought them. And I suppose, look, we got donations as well, and we're still open for donations out there. And if there's any people out there willing to give us donations, we're quite willing to take donations from them.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's my.
That's your piece. Perfect. Thank you very much, Stevie. So next, we're going to introduce you to our celebrity guest here today. We have the Kerry chairperson, Patrick O'Sullivan, all the way from Dr. Crokes. He came out here today to look at the facilities and take a few ideas for Killarney. So we'll see is there any fundraiser going in on the Crokes now in a while. Patrick, very welcome. Thank you very much for coming. How would you rate the facilities here in Beaufort, and could you take any ideas from Crokes?
I'll put it this way, Beaufort had the best facilities in '92 when we were going for an All-Ireland Club final. Beaufort had lights where no one else had lights, and we actually trained here. We won and won an All-Ireland out of Beaufort.
Yeah, so you're telling us the secret of success is training Beaufort to win the All-Ireland. That's why you won the All-Ireland in '92?
That's the reason why we won the All-Ireland in '92.
Yeah.
There was no lights in Killarney, there was no lights anywhere in the county, only in Beaufort.
Yeah.
And we trained here.
Yeah, and I think it's very evident these days, like when places are struggling to get pitches and stuff, like the likes of these AstroTurfs is probably the way that the future is probably going to be going, so you might see more of these kind of in Kerry GAA.
It is. We're hoping to put an Astro into occurrence in the next couple of months, and we're actually fundraising for it now at the moment.
Yeah.
The amount of rainfall that falls in the southwest is most rainfall in the country, and the way the conditions are going, if you haven't got a place to train in January, February, March, you're going to be left behind. Yeah,
that's the thing, I suppose, when it comes to like the Dublin and these places when they probably don't have as much rain, they can probably get pitches a lot easier and stuff.
They do. Like it's like everything. Land is so expensive anyway. Anywhere around Killarney, land is expensive. Beaufort is some of the best land in the country. It's in Beaufort, and it's impossible to get it. So it's important that everybody keeps on upgrading their facilities and try to get a second pitch or try to get an all-weather pitch, and that's the way to go there.
Yeah, exactly. And now that you're on about the weather, I hear you're off to nice weather on Wednesday. You're going off to Portugal for a few days. How is the setup going?
Well, I'll put it this way, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. So they're training, so it's a different kind of a trip. No, it's going well. Look, we're 5 or 6 weeks behind everybody else. The team went on holiday in early December. Other counties were training well before us, and as the year was going on, we were playing catch up, and so this boat of training together for the 4 or 5 days will hopefully bring them closer to the speed of the game where we have to be at, and as you can see, there were plenty of shocks over the weekend, and you don't know who we're going to be meeting down the line, and the back door is going to be tricky because there'll be a lot of good teams in it. Yeah, and I suppose the thing is as well, after last week when Mayo won the league, I think everyone was tipping them to win the All-Ireland, so I suppose, I know we're All-Ireland champions, but everyone is kind of writing us off already because of the league form, so I suppose that's a nice way to be for Kerry, kind of going in under the radar a small bit, because everyone is talking up Mayo and the likes of Galway. Well, it was very unfair on Mayo, to play one weekend after another, like a national competition, and then play the following week, in whatever way you want to go. They were tired anyway from the week before, and if we were Kerry people playing the following week, we wouldn't be happy either. And look, there's a lot of good teams out there. I mean, to win an All-Ireland, you have to make a lot of sacrifices, and the players put a huge effort in. They sacrifice, I mean, family occasions. Like even this weekend was a bank holiday. Those fellas were at home, and nobody sees what they put in. Like they train in the wind, in the rain, and everybody sees the fine day in July. So it's a lot of credit goes to the players and the management of all the teams within the county and even club teams. The effort they put in is unreal. Like it's non-stop all the time.
Yeah, and I suppose sometimes as well, I think that people almost forget that like this is a voluntary organisation and that these players aren't getting paid to be playing and giving up their lives and stuff like that. I think, you know, you hear people in the stand that can be kind of giving out and stuff like that, but I think people can't really forget about that either, that these players are just doing their best and going out playing and representing the likes of Kerry, and if you don't win the All-Ireland, that there's bigger things in life probably.
Well, the majority of the sound and minded people who are involved in clubs realise what goes into it, the work that goes in behind the scenes. But you get some fellow who's a genius in a way. His opinion will matter more than anyone else. But at the end of the day, when you see the effort they put in, and it's phenomenal. Like for Kerry to win an All-Ireland in 8 years, but they put in the same effort over that 8 years to try to win an All-Ireland, and they got criticism, and nobody deserves that. But it's like everything, you just have to put knuckle down and go at it, and you get a thick layer of skin around you and put the right people around you to protect you from that nonsense that comes out of it. But hopefully we'll do well this year, and that's all we can do. First of all, we've got to win Munster. That's the first thing we got to do, and after that then we'll see where the journey brings us. Yeah,
and hopefully the ladies can follow suit. And I suppose the last question is, are Beaufort going to win the intermediate in 2023?
Well, I was out here giving out the Beaufort medals there before, just in February, and I said it to them that they have all the raw materials, but they have to make the sacrifice as well as everyone else to win that, and that means giving up a lot of weekends and stuff to win it. And like I said, they have the raw material, they have the players. The question is now we'll go out and do it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's it.
I think, Patrick, we're all ready to go in here, so I think we're going to be going on now, and the draw is going to be done here soon, and we're all ready to go, I think. I know. Wear the new jacket.
I see the white jacket.
That's all I need to watch. Who's watching it? Who's watching? People in the area. Press issue back over to the grass next time. Let's put on the grass. PST.
She's the winner.
Which was the trouble stop. There'd be a discussion behind that again every game. That was when I went to that time.
Patrick is going to pull out the number here, and we're going to give to Gillian then, and Gillian's going to tell us who the winner is. Yeah, we're going to check the ticket check. Yeah,
220.
220 is the number.
TJ O'Connor, Tullig Beaufort.
Tullig Beaufort.
TJ O'Connor.
TJ O'Connor from Tullig. Yes, we're going to spin it again here, so we're going to go for a second prize. €1,000 for this spin.
One 967.
A good year.
Mary Ash.
One 432.
Oh no.
James O'Shea, Boston.
E4 Brian. Balak. Beaufort. One more, is it? Molly, Joy, and Adele House, Killarvan.
So that will conclude our draw here today in Beaufort. Again, we'd really like to thank everyone that's home and abroad that support this fundraiser and who were members of the Beaufort GAA Club and members outside. We'd just really like to thank you for your support and wish you well. Thank you very much.
Successful draw.
Well, they're all from around the place, is it? They're all kind of from around the place, is it?
Yeah.